Hi John, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Just want to recap on our lesson today. So we changed a couple of bits, and these are the bits we worked on. So if we run through your swing, first thing we're going to see here, this your knee here sort of kicks in way too early, which gets this sort of crumbled look to the top. So that knee's kicking in. What that's really doing is you're not really getting behind the ball, John. So you're a little bit already stuck. And what I'd like to see is that right hip of yours move to the right, but slightly up as well. If we look here at Robert Rock on the right, keep an eye on his right hip. You're going to see his right leg's almost straightening, but there's definitely quite a lot of pressure in this right hip here for me. So that would be a big difference. And because you'll be trying to push your right hip to the right and get it higher than the left, the gap between the two knees is going to be quite a lot greater than yours. We can see yours isn't no gap really at all. Because you're not really onto your right side, for me, as you start down, if we draw a line, as I showed you on the day, on your left hip, okay, sort of down that way, and I draw one on Robert's down that way, okay, you're going to see with Robert, as soon as he starts his downswing, he's going to shift forwards. You can see there the knee, the left hip, and everything's moved forwards of that red line. So when he comes into impact, he's got a solid post to hit against, where yourself, we're going to see as you start to unwind that leg, if anything's going backwards, it's not really moving forward. So coming into impact, it's very scoopy. There's a lot of weight on this right side. And for me, your shoulders are slightly too tilted compared to Robert's. So the feeling I gave you was to get that right hip high and feel like you're moving to the right. Stop at the top of your swing. And then I asked you to try and hit the ground anywhere in front of the ball on the mat as hard as you can. That will get you feeling like you actually hit in front, but two, it will get your weight moving forwards for me, John. And the last part of it is here, when we come down to actually make contact, even at this point here, because you're trying to stay down the shot too much, we've got this arm here sort of chicken winging, and this right foot down here is way too much on the ground. If we look at Roberts, okay, we're going to see that right foot starting to come up, which is a great position there. And there we can see his left arm is quite straight still, where yours is chicken winging. So all I wanted to do there was just work on the hip turn, turning that right foot up, getting it on its toe. Even at the top of your swing there, you can see how stuck you look, where if you just look at Roberts, he's in a lovely full balance position. Hips are straight at the target, where your hips are slightly to the right. And this right foot of yours, we can see, is a little bit stuck on the ground. So we just need to get you a little bit more free flowing. So right hip up, nice and high to the top. Stop at the top of the swing, have a practice swing, hit the ground in front of the ball, and start to release them hips. Turn that right foot, get on the toe, just start to release them hips. You're going to see a big difference. You started to hit that forearm great at the end. Really quite impressed, but we've got to get that body working for you. Otherwise, the lines are good, John, and I can see no reason why we can't get you down quite a lot. See you soon.